So last time on Building the X set, I started the build of my 3-inch turbo exhaust. This episode's basically going to focus on the completion of that exhaust. The first video, basically I got through building the mid pipe, and I got the muffler hung and kind of in position. This video I'm going to go ahead and basically continue the axle back portion of the tubing around the differential connecting to the muffler, and also some fabrication of some hangers, some bolt-on hangers for the X set. So let's get to it. Alright, so the first step in this video is making some exhaust hangers. Before I go any further, I basically have to make some of these because I have things shimmed up on cardboard boxes, and basically everything's just kind of loose and hanging there. I really need to get something, even though this still will be loose, just a rubber insulator, connecting the brackets, but I need something to actually physically hold the exhaust in place where it is going to be in the final setting. So that way when I'm fabbing up the rest of everything, I know nothing's moving around, or nothing's going to fall off while I'm trying to mark it and tack it. So basically what I did is I took I've been recycling everything off of the stock exhaust, but these are the stock hangers. I just basically took an angle grinder, cut this off, cut a piece of 1/8 inch flat bar. What I'm going to do is weld these two together like this. Take my drill press, I'm going to cut some holes in here, and then rib nut this to the 1-inch square tube on the bottom of the chassis. This hanger will hang down like so, and then the exhaust will have a hanger here that will then go over into the bottom part here. That's the idea, at least. So next I'm going to get to welding this guy up here, cleaning this up and welding it, and then getting some holes drilled in this and start getting this all fabbed up. Okay, so now on to the cap back portion here first. I'm letting my mounting bracket there, my hanger, cool down. I got it all welded up. So I'm going to get to getting a couple pieces of the axle back exhaust tubing done. Basically this is my Marvin flange, and as you can see in the picture here coming out of the rear there, I do have the pipe tilted away from the differential, but right at this flange I need a little bit more. So basically what I did is I cut about a 15-degree angle in it, and then basically just taking it from this and taking that and flipping it around. That will give me a nice turn coming out of that to turn starting around the differential, and then I'll be able to come out and round back to the muffler from there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this belted up and tacked up, and then we'll get this on and see what we're looking at. Okay, that is the bracket all finished. Basically just cut the hanger off. It's going to sit like this on the frame rail. There will be this hanger like this here, and then the exhaust tube will be here. And I have the stock hanger that goes underneath the stock exhaust that will weld on. Slip right through there. So now I just got done marking, and this is basically going, I'll put a picture up here right behind the, right below the e-brake, right behind the e-brake, behind the seat, as there is enough room there in the tunnel to fit it. Everywhere else the tunnel has kind of a sharp indent from after the floor right in, so that would cause issues with this here. So basically I got it marked up, going to get under there, going to drill out, install some rib nuts, get this mounted up, and then we'll get the mid pipe back in, and once that's mounted and solid, then we'll be ready to start building the rear exhaust and keep going on that. So I'm going to go get this mounted up, and then I'll get in there and show you guys some pictures of what this looks like mounted. Into the car for a second, you can see the bracket here is in. I'll end up pulling this off and either powder coating it or painting it with some chassis paint, but for now I got that hanger set in here. Just get the camera over here so you can get a little better idea where it's at. Now it's time to get the pipe back in here, and then basically I'll get the hanger, the insulator on here, the rubber hanger, and check out the fitment for where I'm going to weld the hanger to the actual exhaust pipe. Alright, so I kind of bent this hanger up here and got it torched on there real quick. Just gonna, now it's tacked on there, I'm just going to go check it under the car, see how the fitment is. If it's good, then I'm going to go ahead and kind of do a bunch of welding all around here and cut it off and get it trimmed up and looking good. But yeah, I think that's going to be a good spot. I hope it is. If not, I'll have to cut it off and retry. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, so it fits, but the problem is this peg hits the exhaust, of course. So I'm probably going to have to knock that off of there. Cut that off when I'm done, and I don't think the hanger is going to come off. It fits on there pretty tight. If it does, it does. I'm going to have two more in the back. But yeah, so for now this will work. Sorry, let's hold it in the position I need. So now onto the rear and working on the axle back. I'm going to head back there right now and start figuring out the next pieces. Okay, so basically now figuring out a way to get this to have clearance there and work back over to this pipe. So I think I'm going to keep this section here. I think I'm just going to cut it and trim it to the pipe here. And then I'm going to have to figure out the bends to get it to meet up there. Okay, so things are getting way too crazy here. I've gone a little overboard. I've been trying to get too artsy. And I'm getting real curvy with it. And I got a little ridiculous. Instead of just making some straight sections with some simple bends, I decided I want this nice flowing, curving piece to wrap perfectly around the axle and up to the muffler. And so basically where I am is this is my flange. The axle sits here and it basically goes down and under and then comes back up and over the rear tie bar. And from here I will be making my connection into the muffler. So I skipped a lot of the spots here. I didn't want you guys to watch me make 8 million cuts and tack and refit everything. But getting to the point now where I'm almost going to make the connection to the muffler. So I'm going to go ahead and get over to the car. We will put this on and I will kind of show you what I'm dealing with as far as fitment to get my turn, my 90 degree or whatever it is, turn, pretty tight turn into the muffler and how I'm going to make those. So let's get over to the car and take a look at that. Okay, so under the car here, this is what we're looking at. A little off to this joint here, but I can cut this pipe and get that done. So I think I'm going to go ahead and weld this up here. And then I'll work on the fitment of the connection to the muffler there. So I'm going to go take this off and go get this tacked up, and then we'll come back and mess around with this a little bit, and then I'll take the whole thing off and get it all welded up. So, alright, time to take this apart for like the 90th time here. So, my fitment's pretty good here, actually. Got this puppy all kind of cut down and ready to go. And I think I'm just going to get some magnets on here and get my welder over here and get this puppy tacked together. I think we're good to go here. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring the welder over here, get some tacks on this, get it solid, and then we'll pull it off, see what it looks like. Okay, so I got the axle back portion of the exhaust here out of the car, all tacked up. I still got to put a hanger over here. It's the weight of the muffler makes the exhaust want to shift. But now it's time to get all welded up. So, problem is with all these joints, It's going to be a lot of heat. So I'm pretty much going to get like here and here, quarter or third of a joint done, let it cool down, then do here and here. And it's probably going to take me a good chunk of the afternoon here just to get it welded up with how much cool down I'm going to have. So probably won't get a whole lot more done today, just get this welded up and then maybe get this hanger on, and then I got some more fitment and adjustment stuff I got to do on it. But yep, time to get to the welding. So now that I got this all welded up and ground down a bit, there's only one issue. This hanger on this side that's in the stock location is not enough to support the weight of the muffler. So like I was saying, I need to put another tab up over here. So just to show you guys here, I fabricated this bracket up and I'm going to bolt it up here where the gas tank mounts are that I had reinforced, and then I'm going to weld a bracket onto here, and the hanger will go up in there. So now I got to start drilling out that bracket that I reinforced and get this ready to bolt up in there. And then I got to weld some brackets onto this exhaust. Okay, so went ahead and got another hanger fabbed up. This is going to go on the back of the car on the opposite side of the muffler on the passenger side, and it'll bolt right into a gas tank mount. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the exhaust off again and get this bolted in and ready, and then put the muffler back on again, and then I will be go ahead and mocking up to get the hanger welded onto the muffler for this piece. So I'll go ahead and get back in the car and get that muffler off, and a couple more things to do, and exhaust may just about be done. Okay, so what I have here now is I basically have my hanger hooked up. I ended up having to change the direction so it went this way instead of this way because it was interfering with the pipe. But I got my hanger here. I need to weld a piece of 3/8 rod onto here for the hanger. And then this is my just quickly mocked up. Let me pull this tape out of here. Downturn. So I'm basically going to have this angled slightly down and out, and then cut it off about right in here. I'm not going to put a tip on it. I may later, but I'm just going to do that for now, and just to get it away from the bodywork. So I got to go get this welded, and then I got to fabricate and weld on a hanger there, and I think the hard part will be done. Okay, so now I think this is the last time I have to pull the exhaust off. I got everything all mocked up here, my lines drawn, just double checking all the clearances, and I think I'm ready to tack everything together here, and then hopefully this will be one of the last couple times I'll have to pull this off and put it on the car. So I'm going to get this hanger tacked on, my downturn tacked on, then go refit it on the car, see if it fits, and then get it all welded up. So I got those last couple of things welded onto the muffler, and it's pretty much done now. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some shots here of it just sitting on the garage floor so you can get an idea of what the finished product of the muffler looks like. The muffler I used is a Dynamax muffler. I think it's called like a turbo. Their turbo series. It was a 3-inch inlet outlet, and they were the inlet and outlet were on alternate sides of the body, so fit a little better than others in this car, and it was one of the smallest ones I could find, so that's why I went with this. So that's it for this video. Next time, basically, I'm going to be going through and showing you guys the paint I'm going to use on the muffler section of the exhaust, and then showing you the header wrap I'm going to be putting on the downpipe and midpipe, and then kind of buttoning the whole thing up, pulling it all out of the car, and showing you guys what the whole length of the exhaust system looks like. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If not, hit like or subscribe. Talk to you guys next time.